Welcome to the Heidi Thorne Show. I'm your host, Heidi Thorne, and in this podcast, I share my real-world self-publishing and small business experience with you. Before we get started, I just want to remind you to subscribe, like, and share this show with your friends on social media. Now let's get started. I follow best-selling romance author Mandy M. Roth on TikTok, and she had posted a video about how men can also be fans of romance novels. We usually associate romance novels with female audiences, but men can enjoy it too, and why not? However, I would say that many men might be afraid to share their love of romance novels with their friends, their family, or on social media. This is what I would call a closet reader audience. They're people who enjoy a certain genre or topic, but may not want to talk a lot about it. And they represent a huge marketing challenge for self-published authors, actually any publisher. But specifically, we're going to talk about self-publishing. And I have my own closet reading confession. When I was in high school, the book Your Erroneous Zones by Dr. Wayne Dyer came out. It's a self-help book that talks about self-destructive behaviors and thought patterns. And when I saw the poster for it in my high school library, I was totally intrigued and I wanted to read it. But I was terrified to read it because my very religious mother, for whom psychology was not a solution to life's problems, I knew I would never hear the end of it if she found out I was actually reading it. But her judgment of our family's book choices didn't just end with me. My dad was an avid novel reader. He just devoured them up. And one of the authors he did enjoy was Andrew Greeley. Now, I'm from the Chicago area, and Andrew Greeley was a priest, and he was a very prolific best-selling author of fiction and nonfiction. Some of his books dealt with, shall I call it, sinful subjects. And when my mom found out he was reading it, she was completely upset. Luckily, Dad had a long commute to work, so he could enjoy his closet reading habits on the way to work. In all these cases, the reader isn't the problem. The reader wants to read the book, but their family, friends, co-workers, teachers, religious leaders, lots of other people in their social sphere do not approve of their book reading habits. So they just want to keep it private. And some genres may be associated with a certain reader profile or demographic. Talking again about romance, we typically associate that with female readers. However, male readers can like it too. But they're outside the norm. So they feel that others may judge them as weird or abnormal if they enjoy something that is not generally associated with their demographic. Banned books are another angle to this whole closet reading issue. It's so surprising when you look at some of the literary classics that have been banned books or closet read by the people who enjoyed or were intrigued by them. It's stunning. Now, as time goes on, those books are considered reading material in schools. So it may be a timing issue as well. The book may be just ahead of the curve. And again, in all these cases, the reader isn't the problem. And you want to say that these readers should be able to stand up for their rights and their right to enjoy whatever genre or type of book or topic that they're interested in. But for a lot of them, like me, we don't have the courage to stand up to these other people and say, hey, this is what I want to read. You better be good with it. One of the greatest technologies that can serve these closet readers and the authors who write for them is the Kindle. Readers can enjoy whatever books they want to read on their devices, and nobody's going to really judge them because the book isn't laying around for people to see. But the biggest challenge, especially for self-published authors, is how do you market to these people? And you have to look at your book and the type of material that you publish and see if it has the potential to be one of these closet reading markets. Some are just more apt to be that way than others. But I would say in the majority of cases, you're probably going to have a standard demographic or reader profile for your work. And this closet reading audience is a secondary market. Going back to romance, if you are a romance author that writes for women, your men readers would be a secondary closet reading market. Because these closet readers aren't apt to share their reading choices with their network of friends and family, as I've talked about in the survey I did on book discovery, friends and family are the biggest influence in terms of what people do read. And it appears that it can be the same influence in what they don't read. And it is a challenge because these closet readers don't want to share with their family and friends. They're not going to share on social media. They may not even review the books. On Amazon, if they wanted to review a book that they closet read and they found really enjoyable or helpful, they can edit their Amazon reviewer profile to have a pen name or pseudonym and not their real name, so they can support the book without actually revealing their identity. But the fact remains that it's very difficult to reach these closet readers because they're just not obvious. I would say that the majority of these readers would probably buy books on Amazon, and especially if they are using Kindle. So you want to give some serious consideration to the following. First, you want to have a truly compelling book description that makes your book interesting. And number two, you want to select the right categories and keywords for your book so that those closet readers can easily discover your book on Amazon. And one of the things you definitely want to consider is advertising on Amazon, because these readers are likely to go to Amazon to find their books that they enjoy. So you want to consider Amazon advertising through Amazon Marketing Services. It will help increase your visibility to these markets. I hope you have found this helpful, and if you did, please rate, review, and subscribe to the Heidi Thorne Show on whatever podcast platform you like to use. I'm on all the major ones: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Amazon TuneIn Radio. I'm on all of them. And if you like the video better, you just have to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notifications so you get an alert when there's a new video available. I would really appreciate it if you would share the Heidi Thorne Show with your friends on social media. And if you'd like to check out my self-published books, they are on Amazon. And you just have to search for my name, Heidi Thorne. My author page will come up and you'll see all the books that are available. I am also on Audible and Apple Books. If you want to connect with me, my website is very simply HeidiThorne.com. Thank you so much for listening and for your support. I'll look forward to talking with you again in the next episode. And in the meantime, have a great day.